Hey, good evening. It's late. Contrary to my usual Thursday thunders where I start out with, hey, good morning, it's early. It's late on this Thursday. Bradley Charbonneau here, Thursday Thunder coming at you every single week with a Repossible podcast and Thursday Thunder YouTube channel. This week I want to talk about exactly that. I want to talk about your daily routines, your daily schedules, when you have what energy in your day. And also, this year is going to be a lot about decision making. I think now what, I will get into it more soon, but the whole idea of now what is really about decision making and deciding and choosing and pick your word. And also, so related would be my preference for doing my Thursday Thunders is the morning. Because in the morning, I'm more confident, I am happier, I am more energetic, I am more flowing, I am more take your pick of positive actions and emotions and feelings and energies. And I am all of them in the morning. And in fact, in the evening sometimes, I will just stop because it will take your pick, again, with confidence or energy or ideas or creativity. And so in the evening, I try to do consuming. I consume information. I'll watch courses or listen to podcasts or whatever. So I'm learning, I'm taking in, and then the mornings are for creating. So one little note on the now what, and again with the timing. So today, again, it is Thursday. By the way, it's the second Thursday of the year. I think it's January 9th. And this is the second Thursday Thunder. And if you know me a little bit, you know that I just do things and I sort of figure out later, or people label them or call them something. And it is, I just do them. And then people tell me later what I do. So this morning I got up, it was 2:00 in the morning, and I'm rarely up like that. I usually sleep full night through. I sleep really well in general. And I was up at 2:00 in the morning, and I swear, if you had asked me, and I'm also quite good with guessing what time it is or feeling what time it is, and I would have said 6, because I was ready to go. I was wide awake, ready to go, and yet it wasn't 6. It was 2, and I was so awake. I was ready to get up for the day, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go do my Thursday Thunder because I've got my exploding ideas. And in fact, I rarely do this, but I went downstairs, got on the computer, again, rarely do this, and I took notes about now what, the whole program. And I would just like to go through a few of the elements here. And again, often this Thursday Thunder, and I hope you take this as something that you could learn from for yourself. But a lot of Thursday Thunder for me is about notes to self, working through things on my own. Now, I do it publicly here on podcasts and YouTube channel, but for you, I highly recommend having a daily or weekly sort of announcement or post or video or audio, something where you're just walking through things. And the beauty of the monologue is that I'm not interrupted. By definition, it's a monologue, right? So I'm not having a discussion with somebody. I'm not getting sidetracked with questions or feedback or anything. It's just me, myself, and I just can go directly forward and can really get focused. So on that note, I'm on my phone here, I'm going to look at my notes here, because I took quite the notes at 2:00 in the morning. And let's see. So there's got to be a full page of notes that I took here. And I'm just going to go through a few of them. And again, these are mostly from me. So I've had some feedback on this now what. It's not a new idea for me. I've been thinking about it for probably a year or two. Well, especially because the whole thing started with my son when he was like 8 in Germany with my friend Hermann, who my son would say, we'd do something really fun, and afterwards he'd say, now what? And I'm twisting that into the idea of now what do I do with my life? I want it to be bigger questions. I want it to be decision makings. And I want to learn from our decision making and what we've done. And I want to interview, I've mentioned this, but interview 365 people and get 365 decisions and stories from the people about what they've done, and then why they did it, how they made the decision. Then I'm going to get into sort of decision-making analysis, right? So did it come from the mind, the heart, the gut? How or what combination thereof? So let's see, what else have I got? I got some feedback I've had along the way. A friend of mine in Slovenia, where I was in December, or is it November? December. And he was saying, why would the reader want to read this? Bradley, it sounds like fun. I get why you want to do it. I get why people might want to do it. So why would people want to read this? And it's a good question, of course. As an author, as a creator, one might say that it's the most important question. Now, for me, it's not the most important question because I am a dyed-in-the-wool creator. I just like creating. It helps me to go through my ideas. So part of me, and this is going to sound like blasphemy, part of me doesn't care about the reader. Sorry, reader. But it's much more almost therapeutic, the process of doing this whole program. So that said, hey, selling books is fun. Making money is nice. And again, not just about the money, not about the fame and stardom, but still, why would the reader want it? And here's my answer. My answer is inspiration, basically. Inspiration and motivation. And sort of the phrase, wow, if she can do it, I can too. I've talked with other friends in recent days. I'm sort of doing some catch up with old friends who I haven't talked to for a while because I've been on the road for so long. And people who are living in different countries, people who are actually taking the action, the big actions to change their lives. Now, I say that phrase, words are easy, right? Words are cheap, but action is tougher. So some friends who have moved countries, right? From Canada to Portugal, from the States to Mexico, and people who actually do these things, whereas 98% of the population who says, yeah, I would love to move to Portugal, and they'll never actually do it. So no offense, I'm trying to not make you feel bad. And if you're one of those people who says, I want to move to Portugal someday, and you're never actually going to do it, I recommend not beating yourself up about it and just having that as a dream. Just like I have a dream, I'd like to sing a country song. So if I don't do it, though, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Okay, I got to check my time because I got things to do. Okay, hey, I'm at 8 minutes. I just want to wrap this up with a few things. So I want the questions. I would like some bigger questions. It's not just how do I choose which ice cream, right? It's not how do I decide which ice cream to choose at the gelato place. It's how did I finally leave where I lived? How did I finally change my job? How did I finally, painful, get a divorce? How did I finally decide to not have kids, to move to Europe, right? I want the big ones. I don't only want big ones. I think that'll be a little overwhelming and heavy. I want a combination of big and small and light and dark and good and fun. And also that's why I like the seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. That's how I see the 4 books. Okay, I can't get into total detail. I'm written this thing out. I'm going to have a better landing page soon. You can probably find it at nowwhat.repossible.com. And I'm going to wrap this up. And again, with the mention of I'm feeling quite discombobulated because it is evening. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed or I just want to watch a movie. And here I am doing this. And why is that? Because I am a creator and I'm also very determined and pit bully. And I will get the job done. All right. Bye for now. Have a great Thursday. Second Thursday of the year, week number 2, 2025. What are you going to do this year? Now what? Looking for, if you want to hear more about it, just go to that page and find out and sign up. And we'll talk more. Okay. Bye for now.